Hello everyone and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today's video is going to be a really fun one because it is a reading challenge video. More specifically, the attempting to read 200 pages. Emphasis on attempting because I don't know how much I read every day, but I'm not sure that it's 200 pages. Actually, I know for a fact it's not 200 pages. I feel like realistically, I probably read around 100 pages, probably less than 100 pages every day. So today's video, we are going to be reading 200 pages for the next week. Today is currently Monday, and we're going to try and do this for the next 5 days. I am a little nervous. I am nervous, you guys, but I think we can do it if we really want to. So wish me luck. Let's talk about the books that I'm currently reading. I'm actually only reading one. If you saw from my latest video, I just wrapped that up yesterday, but I'm still reading Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. I'm only on page 66, but I'm gonna finish it because we're reading 200 pages and this book has a little over 400. So I'll finish this in like 2 days. And then I just want to quickly talk about the books I'm thinking about picking up after this, or maybe at the same time. I honestly like reading books at the same time, so let's talk about it. I think I would like to pick up The Guest List by Lucy Foley. This is only 300 pages, so I feel like this would be a nice break between the romances I've been reading, and hopefully a quick one. Also, my thought process behind this is that, you know, if you're really into a mystery, 200 pages will just fly by. So we'll see if that happens. And then I also may pick up the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series. It's Not Summer Without You. I think this is the second one. I might have to fact check that. But yeah, that's where my head is at right now. Obviously, it could completely change and I could pick up a different book, but today, right now, I'm going to start reading this. Like I said, we're on page 66, so I have to read up to 266 today, and we'll see how that goes. But for now, I need some coffee, so let's go make some coffee. Okay, so it is now 1:30 and I have read 70 pages of Icebreaker and I am about to go to work, so that kind of stinks because I'm gonna have to read 130 pages after work, which usually wouldn't sound like fun, but honestly I'm loving Icebreaker so much that I think I'll have no problem picking this back up. The last 70 pages I read really picked up because I was kind of a little bored, but then so much happened within those 70 pages and I'm fully invested now. My only problem is that it's kind of really only physical right now, but I know that that's gonna change. So I look forward to their relationship progressing on a deeper level, but as for now, it's still really fun. And yeah, like I said, I'm about to go to work, but I will read after and then we'll do a final update either tonight or tomorrow morning. So I'll see y'all then. Alright, welcome to the next day. It is now Tuesday. It is 2:20. I worked from 6 to 1. Somehow it's already 2:20. I don't even know what I've done the past hour and a half almost. But here we are. and I have something to do at 3, and then I'm busy like at 6. So I'm a little worried about getting the 200 pages in today, but if there's a will, there's a way, and there is a will. So, but let me talk to you about the 200 pages of this I read yesterday. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil, but you know how I was like, oh, it's all physical, blah, blah, blah. Just when I said that, it turned a different direction, and that's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not done, but this is so good. Loving this. So I finished yesterday at page 266, and yeah, I want to finish this up today. Okay, after some math calculating, I can read 163 pages of this and finish it, and then I'll have 40 more pages of another book. But as you've just heard, I don't have much time today, and I have a lot to do. And honestly, what would help me with this challenge, if I really want to be realistic, is an audiobook. And I have the guest list as an audiobook, so I think that's what we're gonna have to do today. I think while I'm doing chores, driving from place to place, we're just gonna have to start this, and that should help me get into hitting the goal. So yeah, that's where we're at. Hoping to finish this, hoping to start this. We'll see. Wait, I have no idea if I like introed these books. If you haven't watched my other videos by chance, and you're like, what is this book? I've never heard of it, although I'm sure you have. It's sports romance, enemies to lovers, is it? I don't know. And it's reverse grumpy sunshine, so she's the grump and he's sunshine, and I love that. But yeah, it's thick for a romance, I would say. Like I said, it's a little over 400 pages, and basically he's a hockey player, she's ice skater, and they're having to share the rink after something happens, and so that gets them to talk to one another. And yeah, you know what happens after that. I mean, it's a romance book, so. And then as for the guest list, I actually don't know much about this, but I feel like that's how I like to go into my mysteries and thrillers and whatnot. So I'm not gonna tell you because I don't wanna know, but like, just know, I mean, you can tell, it's a mystery. So, yeah. Oh, it is about a wedding though, I will say that. It says an exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. The bride, the +1, the best man, the wedding planner, the bridesmaid. All have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. Can't wait! Okay, welcome back. Let me get you situated. It's a little low, but we're just gonna have to make that do. So it is Wednesday. It is 4:30. I have not read all day. I don't even really know what happened. I just like spent the whole morning editing a video that went up today. And then I did work for my other job, and then did chores, and the day has slipped away. But before we get into talking about today, let's talk about last night when I finished Icebreaker. I am so in love with this book. 5 stars, if you couldn't tell. It's a 5 stars. I'm mad at myself that I didn't annotate this. This was so good. My only complaint is that there was too much spice. Like, there was so much, like I was skipping it. I was like, okay, I get it, you guys. But no, like seriously, other than that, perfect. It was so good. And like, they covered so much in this book. Like, there wasn't, it didn't follow the typical storyline that I feel like most romances do, like, you know, third act conflict, all of that. It just was unique, it was different. And I loved it, it was so good. I feel like that's where I'm gonna leave it at. I don't know, I think she has one other book. I'm not sure if it's in the same world. I think it might be his sister. I need to double check that. But I really wish that she would have made books for like the whole hockey team, to be honest. So good, 5 stars. I'm gonna shut up about this now. So as for like discussing how many pages I read, obviously to hit that 200 goal, I've read 163 of these to finish the book, and then 34 pages, 37 of this book. And this is fine. I need to like give this up my full attention, but like I don't want to. It's just not doing it for me right now. But I think I'm going to try and read like 100 pages of this today, but allow myself to pick up another book, because like I don't want to read something I'm not interested in. Like there's way too many good books out there to be reading something you don't want to read. But I don't know what it's gonna be. So let's pick out what book I should read alongside this for today. So what's a girl to do? That means I have to stray from my TBR, and that's not really something I was wanting to do. But like, I don't want to read the Spanish Love Deception. It's too long and I'm not interested. And the cheat sheet I know is gonna be good, but I think it's just a little too similar to this, as in like it's not YA and it is sports. So like I feel like those are just too similar to read back to back. So I feel like we should read something from the bookshelves. Guys, I really don't know. I'm not sure I have the answer right now, to be honest. Just none of these books are catching my eye. Okay, new plan. Like I said, I'm gonna give this a shot, read 100 more pages of this. And if I can't find anything, but I wanna stop reading this, I'm gonna pick up the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series, and then, but that's just a backup. So we'll see if I pick that up or something else. But of course, I'll let you know. Alright, so I'm now on page 137 of the guest list, and we started at page 37 today, so I am halfway through today's reading, but it is almost 9 o'clock, which means we're nearing my bedtime, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to read another 100 pages, but I might pick this up again. I'm gonna take a break and watch some YouTube or something, but then if I were to pick it up, it would be this book. I'm not gonna start a new one just because this book is only around 300 pages. So we're almost halfway through, meaning like, it's like keeping my attention with the plot and everything. I mean, we haven't even gotten to like the mystery yet, but hearing everyone's parts in this story has me hooked, so we'll see. But I'm not gonna update tonight if I do end up reading more, so I'll let y'all know in the morning what ends up happening. But I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if I failed today's challenge, just because I don't really want to read another 100 pages. But we'll see. Guys, this challenge is not going well. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is 8:30 on Thursday, and let's see how much I've read. Well, actually, let's start with yesterday. Yesterday, I tried so hard to continue reading, and I fell asleep reading on my phone, and I ended up reading a total of 137 pages. So yesterday was a fail. And then today's not looking much better, you guys. I am not gonna lie. So today I've only read 38 pages, but I do think I'm going to finish the rest of this book, which would leave me at another total of 132. So yeah, as for the challenge part, this is hard. This is hard to do. Like, I feel like I'm always gonna have an excuse, but like this morning I spent the morning at the vet and then I worked, and now it's, like I said, 8:30 and like I go to bed early. But like I said, I'm going to try reading this, and yeah, I'll let y'all know, but it is not looking good. As for the contents of this book, we still haven't even gotten to like the murder. So like, I don't have any guesses on who it is because I don't even know who was murdered. But I mean, it's going well, I'm enjoying it. I just can't believe I only have less than 100 pages left of this, and I still don't really know what's going on, but I am enjoying it. And yeah, I'm going to keep reading this, and I'll probably talk to y'all tomorrow. But like I said, it's not looking well for 200 pages, but tomorrow I plan on finishing with a bang. So hopefully 3 out of 5 days were a success. We'll see. All right, so it is now time to wrap up today's video. It is now Sunday. I have Henry with me, so if you hear him in the background, I'm sorry. But like I said, it is now Sunday. This video was from Monday to Friday. And so let's recap how this week went. Starting off on Monday, I read from page 66 to 266 of Icebreaker and really enjoyed it. Then on Tuesday, I read 163 more pages of this to finish the book, and as y'all heard earlier, I rated it 5 stars. Then in order to hit that 200 page limit, I read 37 more pages of the guest list and started this, so 0 to 37 here. And then unfortunately, I failed to reach that 200 goal on Wednesday, and I only read 137 pages of this. Okay, and then Thursday, that was the day I didn't think I was going to be able to reach the 200 pages, and I ended up finishing the guest list with 139 pages. And then I picked up the second book in the Summer I Turned Pretty series, which is It's Not Summer Without You, and I read 64 pages of this. My goodness. So Thursday was a comeback. I made it back from Wednesday where I didn't do the 200, and I did on Thursday. And then I let y'all down on Friday, and I only read 83 pages of It's Not Summer Without You. So we had 3 of the 5 days be a success for the reading 200 pages. I am not surprised because 200 pages is a lot. You don't think it is, but if you're like forcing yourself to read, it's not as enjoyable, I feel like, as just picking up a book, especially when you're trying to hit like a page count. But I still really enjoyed this challenge. I thought it was really fun, and it definitely pushed me to read more. I definitely wouldn't have finished 2 books this week, I feel like, if I didn't force myself to read 200 pages every day. Well, I failed, so I wouldn't say I forced myself, but you know. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end off this video. Let me know if you would ever want me to do this again or do any other reading challenges. Me and Henry hope that you're having a good day, you're reading a good book, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.